Hello, Aries. Welcome to your October reading. If you're new here, my name is Nicole, and we're all going to take a little walk together in my intuitive garden and check out the energy around my Aries friends. This is a general reading, and there's a link in the description box below to book a personal one-on-one reading with me if you would like. I highly recommend it. I'm using the Ethereal Visions deck. And let's see what the message is for you, Aries, for October 2025. The Hierophant. Sorry, this whole deck is upside down. Six of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Five of Swords. The Well. Ace of Swords. And the Seven of Swords. All right. So there's been some big change in your life, Aries. And some of it might not be clear yet. It might be changing in terms of where things are going or how things are going to land. That might not yet be clear. But there's some kind of fated change, course change, timeline change that you have just experienced. You're showing up as the Hierophant. Very much bringing order to chaos. So change often isn't smooth. And you're getting some healing codes out of this. You're basically, as a result of some changes or some changes you've either made by choice or that karmically your destiny, your fate has maybe turned things in a different direction for you. And this is for your benefit. First and foremost, you're on track. I want to say that. And this is to level you up in your own healing work, and some of you might actually be helping guide or heal others. Help others on their healing path. You know, we don't heal others per se, but I think you know what I mean here. And I'm also getting that eye of the storm energy, that you are finding how to stabilize yourself and center yourself amidst change and potential chaos. And the Six of Pentacles here tells me the universe has your back. Things are coming into alignment. They're balancing out. You might be helping others find balance. Again, if you are some kind of guide, coach, healer, this can be not in a professional sense. It could just be in your relationships or in your family role or community role. But this tells me that even if things have been bumpy or maybe still are bumpy, that your needs are being met. And that it's kind of hearing like it's fair game, or it's fair for things to not always be perfect, because that is a part of the process of change. So we can't really complain about it. And at the heart of your reading, Aries, it looks like maybe you want to complain about it. Sorry to make light. We're all having a time of things for sure. Not just you, Aries, but in general, it looks like you've got a good grip on things, and you're pondering past choices you've made, perhaps even past arguments you've had, and wondering or reflecting on whether or not it was worth it. Did you experience the outcome you had hoped for? Did you find that even though you won or were right, that you still didn't feel happy about it? And don't we all think that winning or being right is all that matters? Maybe we don't all. I think it's pretty common, so sorry if I misspoke there. And you might be reflecting on some relationships that have ended, friendships, love, professional. And basically, you're learning something in these reflections. You're learning, I think, mostly about yourself. What's important to you, what's worth fighting for, what's not worth fighting for. And in this deck, the artist created 2 additional major arcana cards, and this is one of them, the Well. And look, this is like a genie that comes out of this wishing well back here in the background. So great energy in the outcome of your reading here, Aries. That means that your manifestation energy is very strong, and basically your genie is listening to you right now. So be careful about what you want to focus your thoughts on. Like I said, what's worth fighting for, what's not worth fighting for. And really being aligned with what's going to bring you blessings, abundance, and whatever you're wishing for to come true. I feel like there's more here. One moment. Just looking into the distance. I'm getting that some of you are very focused on achieving a very specific goal, and that you're putting all your magic into it. And you can see it. It's in sight, whatever this goal is. And you're calling it to you. Now, this Ace of Swords is a victory. And a victory potentially with some cost, some casualty. Wielding your sword of communication very delicately. I think that's the victory, is learning how powerful words are and the art of communicating effectively, clearly, but with respect and reverence for, again, how powerful words can be. And it's like you've passed a test, or you're passing a test around that right now. Very interesting how that's coming through. This is a card of strategy here, the Seven of Swords. Getting away with something, feeling like you're getting away with something. But I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that you feel that way. Others around you might feel that way about you. It could be the reverse. You could feel that way about someone else or something else you're dealing with, that there's something shady going on or some shifty business, but there's some delicate situation here, and I just keep getting victory, like crowning achievement, like, oh, this came up for another sign. I don't remember which, but I'm pretty sure Saturn is making an appearance right now in the astrology. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Any of you astrologers, let me know in the comments. Or if this is right, please confirm. But I think we're being tested right now on what we've learned and what we understand. And that is some of the Saturn energy is really making sure that you're ready to move to the next level, that you don't need to repeat a lesson. I don't think you will. With your focus and determination on what you want to manifest, I feel like you're, like I said, with this card at the heart of your reading, you're really getting an understanding of how to use your mental energy to your best benefit as well as for the good of all, which is some of the Six of Pentacles energy too, not just for yourself. This is balance, equality. So, yeah, you're not being selfish. I feel like some of you might have been told that or thought that. Nope. Let's get an oracle card here to clarify for my Aries friends here for October. If you haven't already checked out the weekly readings for the past few weeks, please do so. They're very strong energies and they don't just apply to the week that they were prescribed to. I feel that all of those readings are going to continue to play out over the next 3 to 6 months, maybe longer. So that will add to this reading. If you check that out, check those out. Okay, I'll take them both. 2 cards wanted to speak here and they are jumping out. Memories and distance. And look at her facial expression. Let's see if we can get it on the camera. See how she is focused. Right to kind of where my index finger is. And she's burning some incense here, myrrh, frankincense, and this is the plume of smoke. She is really focused on what she is wishing for. But it might be at a distance, and that might be a little frustrating that it isn't here now for you right now, Aries. I get it. I think a lot of us are feeling that, like, how much more work do we have to do? But there's the other kind of distance, distancing yourself from an argument or a situation that really wasn't going to lead to any good. So it says separation, space, blockage. Taking a time out is always good when things are chaotic and not reacting quickly. Remembering, again, that our thoughts and words are very powerful and to wield that sword delicately. And this shifting energy, this sometimes possibly chaotic energy that you might be feeling is to shake free blockages. The stuck places will then just be more obvious when there's movement and something is, inhibiting progress or gumming up the works. That's then where you can put your attention, where you can clear a blockage so that you can hone in again on what it is you really want to manifest. And memories, underneath, it says reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Yeah, again, he might be reminiscing, dwelling on something that's been lost, or walking away from a situation or relationship, or being left behind from a relationship or a situation. And I'm hearing regret that came through as well in the Virgo reading. So if any of you have Virgo placements, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, I encourage you to check out the Virgo reading. That was very interesting. Dwelling, reminiscing. There's more that wants to come through here. One moment. Some of you might be having, again, a very important conversation that brings clarity, that really clears up something. And the bittersweet that I'm getting is clearing up something doesn't necessarily mean that that relationship or situation will continue on. It just might be better understood and more clear to anyone involved, but not necessarily resurrected for what was good in the past. Because I feel with the Wheel of Fortune turning and you really getting deeply schooled inside yourself, maybe outside yourself as well, on your spiritual lessons right now. Whatever this might be about, might have been a karmic situation that isn't meant to move forward with you. And even if that's not clear, if that thought or thread applies to you, just know that, hold on, I had two different thoughts at the same time and they canceled each other out. One sec. Interesting channeling here. Okay, I got it back. So just taking some time to sort things out and settle would be a good strategy right now if you're interacting with an external relationship. If this is all something just going on inside yourself, same thing. Don't rush through the process or rush to a decision or a strategy or a way to handle or go about things. Because I think you'll just have more clarity with a little time and just letting the dust settle, so to speak. Very interesting reading. I hope this was helpful. This has been an interesting day of readings for sure. Interesting month, interesting year. Yeah, it's all interesting. All right, remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.